Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode on J City with Mofi Foluwake. It's my pleasure to welcome you today on another exciting episode. Today, I have with me a brother, Ayo Oyesomi on J City today. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me today.
You are welcome. Thank you for coming. I know you are a very busy person, and it's a day of the week, and I know obviously you have to put some things down to come to the show this
Sure.
morning. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very
And
much.
I'll just go straight to the gist of today.
Okay.
We want you to take us down memory lane, your fresh start story in the US.
What a good story. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It's an interesting story. I remember, actually, let me put it this way. When I was coming to the US, I had no clue what I was coming to do. I only know that they say there is greener pasture, and I believe there is greener pasture. So
It is indeed a greener pasture.
yeah, it was my annual vacation. So, and then we moved down. Let me come and see what is going on, if we can continue life from here. So that was why we packed up ourselves and then moved down. So the holiday was on. I was looking around. What are these people doing? What is going on here? I see a lot of opportunities, but at that time we don't know how to plug in. You don't know how to plug in, but you see the opportunities. You see good stuff around.
Yeah.
But then I was asking myself, how am I going to plug in here? So first thing I did, I joined a community church where I can see people, maybe people to talk to. But then when I came, everybody says, you have to be a nurse. You just have to be a nurse if you want to make it in this land. And I'm like, my own personality, I don't think I can do it, because I have a lot of friends that are doctors, consultants, surgeons, like that. Some of them have been in the theater with them. I see how they do those things. I can't do
You
it.
didn't see yourself.
I don't see
Doing
myself
such.
doing such things, because it's when you don't have interest in something, it is difficult for you to derive joy from it. So it's not about money now. It's about what
And you have to have passion in what you do.
passion in what you do, because this is what you're going to be doing every day.
Yeah.
So, nurse. I don't want to do nurse. Is there any other thing I can do? Back in Nigeria, I used to be a banker. You start from executive training, then you get promoted little by little. And then after a couple of years, I became a branch manager. And then you start moving from one branch to the other, doing somebody's job. And then after some time, I discovered that the promotion was not coming as it used to be. My intention when I joined the bank was I want to become the MD of this bank. And
That's a
then
good one.
2 years later, some of us that came in together decided moving to UK, US. I said, you guys can go. I'm not ready to go. I must become the MD of this bank. So they were laughing at me. I was like, hey, why, let's go. There's no future. I said, here, I must be the MD. So I was getting my promotion regularly, but at a time, everything stopped. And I'm like, what's going on? So after 10 years, they came back and still saw me in the bank. Some of them came back with blue pea and stuff like that.
Wow.
Hey, well, you are still here. That was when my mindset changed. I need to do something, because I look at the future. How is the future going to be like? What about the kids? How are they going to do this? So, all right, let's do something. Let's plan a vacation and then go and visit. So that was how we came down during my annual vacation, to come and see what is going on here, and let's see if what they are saying is actually true or not. So we came down here. We see a lot of beautiful things. Then how do I plug in? That was how the story of nursing came in. They told me, for you to succeed here, you just have to be a nurse. Nurse, or nothing. Nurse or nothing. I'm like, okay, is there any other way around this? Anything else I can do? I try to talk to people. Like, okay, my college days, I did computer science, and I had some practical experience. Then I got it in the bank. Started doing accounting. Started doing a little bit of support, system support, and all of that. So, is there any way I can find a way and don't go into the way of nursing? And everybody says it's nursing. nothing. So that became that was the
problem.
first challenge I
That's the
had
challenge.
in the US. That was the first challenge. So I don't want to do nothing. Then what can I do?
You really don't see yourself doing that.
I don't see. I can't do it. I can't do. I tried doing 2 weeks. It was like crying because
Like
you
health job.
can you imagine yourself wake up in the morning? You know, when you wake up in the morning, you're going to work. You're supposed to be happy, like I'm going to work. So when you wake up in the morning and you are crying, like
An adult crying.
what am I doing? So I did 2 weeks and I said, no, this is
my
not
God.
it. I can't do this. So I need to continue in my line, if not the same line, at least something close to that line. So I started asking questions. I started talking to people. How can I move on without nothing? That's the question. How can I move on without nothing? So I talked to a lot of people in my church community and they told me, okay, so if you think, do you have college degree? Yes. Do you have this? Yes. So one of them told me, if you are sure of yourself that you can defend that certificate you had, if you are defend it, then you can continue in the line. A lot of people told me, oh, come on, all those Nigerian certificates is a waste. Just go and throw it away.
It's not.
Throw it away, start nursing. I said, so it was only one person that told me that if you are able to defend it, then you can at least continue in that line. So that gave me a little bit of hope. I said, okay, so there's hope. So then the next thing is, okay, how do I plug in
So
without nothing, not doing nothing? Before all those stories, you cannot just stay like that in the US without paying your bills.
of course.
Everybody should know. So you must do whatever comes your way first. So I did factory work. I went to the factory, before you plug in, you need to do something to start paying your bills. So I went to the factory, went there. I already had an idea. I had an idea.
I hope that you did not put on a suit like.
No, I already had an idea of what it's going to be like. Of course, back in Nigeria, before I got into the bank, I was a street boy. So we move on the street, we do system support, we carry PC, you repair PC, all those stuff. So we do a lot of those ones. So I already had an idea of what I'm going to meet there. So because they already told me, guy, forget manager. Just drop all those things first. Make sure you get money to pay your bills. Drop it. So when I was going there, I hanged everything on the door. Then you move in.
I move like a neutral person.
Neutral person. I join a lot of people. Wow. Then start working so that you can make end meet. So that is that. Then while I was doing that, I continued to try to plug in to get the right thing, what I wanted. So, and I did not relent. I make sure I continue to look out, because in this country, one thing that is very important is information. Information is power.
Yes.
You may have a neighbor that is living beside you. He's doing stuff. He's doing a lot of things. You can be living together forever. You will not know. If that information is not passed to you, you will not know.
You will not know.
All you need is information. So I did not stop talking to. I continued to talk to a lot of people. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? And I was getting, directions. You can do this. You can do this. You need to plug yourself in, do some training, boot camps, certifications. So I said, okay, so if I want to do this, how do I start? So I got an opportunity to be enrolled in one boot camp. So because the way we work in Nigeria or Africa is different from the way they work here. Okay. So there's a little bit of difference. So here you see a lot of segregation of duty. We call it SOD. So back in Nigeria, as a manager, I do everything. You must know about customer service. You must know about ATM operations. You must know about cash operations. You must know about how to manage your people. One manager, you can be managing like 35 people. It's crazy every day. Then, as a manager, you manage your accounts because you don't want things to, like they say in Yoruba, yes. So you manage all your accounts, make sure that everything looks good. Then manage the people, manage the cash, manage the ATM, manage everything. But here, there is segregation of duty. So whatever you are doing, that's what you'll be doing. So you need to learn a lot of things. So I enrolled in the boot camp for about 6 months. I learned a lot of things. Do you know that information, a lot of things I did not even know. You can study something back in Africa. When you get here, you see a lot of things. I never knew there is something like business analysis. All we know is control, IT support, this and that. But when I got to the bootcamp, I started seeing a lot of new things. Then my interest arose. Then I began to see what I can do.
Wow.
Then I began to plug in. Then I began to see, okay, yes, there's hope. So I can continue something from here. I don't have to be a nurse. So
Yes.
that gave me a little bit of hope.
Yes. Everyone don't have to be a nurse. There are other work out there. There are other discipline that you can go for.
Sure.
In fact, like you said, just one job back then in Nigeria, they will try to split that job into like 4 or 5.
Yes, you do everything.
So different people are doing that job. It's not that they will put like a job of different kind of field together, like a three thing together,
do everything.
or 5 together.
You are responsible. You are responsible for.
So you have to focus the one that
You are doing. Sure.
And you try to get better in it.
Yes.
So I will just go a little bit into what you said about you work in the factory.
Yep.
What are the challenges then? How, like,
challenges.
what was it like you at the level of manager in Nigeria, or like in that level you're already like at the top of your career, so to say. You might still have like 1 to 3 or 5 legs to go, but you are moving. You can compare yourself to like level of somebody cleaning the bank, or maybe a cashier. You already move a little bit more than that level. So what is it like coming to that level, working in a factory, and how do you feel? I just want the
Okay, so when I started working, because I want to thank God for my host when I came into the country. So he already briefed me what you are going to face. What you are going to face. You are going to face this, you may face this, but at the end, if you persist and you are consistent, you can then plug in. So when I started working in the factory, I did not feel really bad, because I felt that this is what I need to do right now for me to be able to pay my bills. So it's not. Yes, I got the information ahead. So I was not 100% challenged, like, oh, manager, this, no. So I see it like I need to do this now for me to be able to pay my bills. And I see that there's hope ahead. I can still continue in my line. So I did it with all joy. It was very stressful, very painful, it takes a lot of energy from you. You can imagine working in a factory in the cold and then you are still sweating. You can imagine that. The temperature, sometimes the temperature can be like 15 or 10 or 5, then you are still sweating in it. So even though you put on a lot of clothes and you are still sweating, you meet a lot of people. No matter how high you are, when you get to the factory, you see a lot of people. You see honorable, you see senators, you see production manager, you see mechanical engineering, you see everybody is just there to make end meet. So you meet a lot of them. So that won't give me some kind of, so I see some people here, we can relate, we can talk. So
my own is not the worst.
It's not the worst. So and it's not the end of it. So because I already know that there's hope ahead. So I didn't feel really, really bad like that. So because I know there's something ahead of me, and I already had the focus that something's going to happen.
Really, talking about you want to meet ends meet, you want to put food on your table.
Yeah.
Talking about that, is there any time that you already had a plan, like, okay, I'm working 5 days in a week and I'm going to the factory? For example, at the time you were working at the factory and you got there and there's no job for you that day. Is there any time?
There was no time like that. There was no time like that. But you need to work not 5 days, 6, sometimes 7 days, because the payment was so small. Even though I came in with some cash, you discover that whatever you came in with is depleting.
If you are not working,
that thing was depleting fast, so fast. So you need to keep on. So I was lucky. There was no time. I got there and they said there's no job. No, so there is always job. It is you that will say no, I don't want to work today. Yeah.
That you need rest. Okay. So another question that we'll go into. I know, looking at the weather that we are coming from Africa, It's not the same thing
It's
here.
not. It's not.
How do you find it? Is there
That
any
was another.
time-
Is something else.
Is there any time you like
Many times when we came in
stranded right in the middle
of
I won't
cold,
say in the middle of the road, but in the middle of cold and snow.
middle of cold.
Like, what are
Not
the challenges about the weather?
the weather. Okay, my own challenge about the weather. When I came into Florida, so the weather was okay.
Oh wow!
But when I moved to Chicago, it became something that is very cold. In fact, in less than 2 months, I was admitted for cold. Yes, it was terrible. A lot of people did not know. Even some people that we worked together did not know. It was very bad. So I got cold. Like I by myself, I walked into the hospital by myself. But when I got in and I was admitted, I was shaking like a baby. Shaking like the nurse we have.
Infection.
It was very bad. I was like, that was the very first time as an adult I would be shaking like that. So the nurse will come. Sometimes will come and give me. He will ask, "Are you still cold?" I'm still cold though. Then the nurse will come and give me something to calm me down. I was there for about 24 hours. So then I was discharged. I still have to go back to where I'm working because that's where the money is coming from.
It's a cold weather out there. Then you're still working inside.
Inside cold. So you must still go there. There's nothing you can do. So I was discharged. Then I still went in there because there's no other option. I don't want to be a nurse. That's the option for now. So
even at that time, if you want to be a nurse, you cannot be a nurse at that moment.
No.
You still have to do some jobs, put the money together to go to school and be a nurse and do all that. So it's not something that you just jump into. You still have to go to school. So is there any time that you had like, I know you say you work in factory. Is there only place you work or you have other
side gigs? Yeah, at the time, because I wasn't used to that anymore, I did it was very stressful. So I started thinking of what else can I do, at least to make up, to add something like multiple streams of income. So after some time, I decided to get a car, and I tried adding ride share to it. So when I was making something a little bit better than factory, like Uber, so to make ends meet. So I discovered that Uber was a little bit better than the factory. So I was doing that more than the other one. So I did it for a couple of months while I was still trying to I was still working on my goal. Yes, on my goal. So I didn't stop my boot camp. I didn't stop reading for my certification, and I was doing that to make sure that I'm able to get to my destination not on time. So I did Uber, yes. At the time, I also did Uber. Uber has the ride share, then they have food delivery. Maybe sometime when you sit for too long and you want to stretch your leg, you just switch to delivery. So, delivery, you pick something, you come down, you stretch your leg, you drop it, you come down. Wow. So I did it. So it's...
Wow. Everybody has a story.
Yes, I don't have regret doing that. If I have the opportunity again to do it now, anytime my finger scratches me, I jump out. I do it.
Side gig.
Yeah. It gives me the opportunity to meet a lot of people. You meet different people every day. You talk to people. So, yeah, I did it.
So after all those, you finish your boot camp or what you call it, and you were opportune to get another job.
Yeah.
A better job. Let's say a corporate one.
Yeah.
So what do you do right now?
Right.
I know you say you are a bank manager. You work in the bank back then in Nigeria, but side hustle happened.
Yeah, thank you for that question. Right now, I'm into IT. I'm an IT project manager. But before that, back like 4 years ago, 4, 5, 6 years ago, only 5 years ago. So when I finished my boot camp, you have to package yourself, make yourself presentable. So I started looking for a job, and then I got the first one as business analyst. So I did that one for a little bit of time, and then I discovered that this one is good though, because it was work from home. I don't have to go out. It was really good. So I can sit at home and work, and then earn better than what we were doing before.
Yeah.
So it makes me happy. I said, oh my God, so this is possible. So I became a business analyst, and then after that, I became a Scrum Master. And right now, I'm still working as a Scrum Master. So Scrum Master is not common. A lot of people don't know what it means. So I just say I'm a project manager.
Okay. I'm going to dive into that you just said.
Okay.
If you don't mind, we would like you to break down the boot camp. How do you get into the boot camp?
Oh,
what are
okay.
the things then? How you move then about the Scrum Master to just give us some tips so that our viewers can learn from that. And
Okay.
also, they might also want to go into that. It might
Sure,
be a way
of
for
course.
them. Just like you said, you don't want to be a nurse, you don't want to do this, but you keep on focusing. And like you said earlier, information is power.
Information is power
So,
in this country. Yeah,
don't
sure.
know, this information you are giving us might be something
Might
that
be
will
helpful for
benefit
somebody.
out
Of
there.
course. So, first thing first, nothing is good.
Yes, of course.
It's good.
It's good.
If you have the interest, it's good. You make a lot of money there. It's good. But if you don't have interest, it's going to be a problem for you. Like me, I don't have interest, so it's going to be a problem for me. I don't want to wake up in the morning. I'm going to work and I'm not happy.
And decide when you are going to
So,
work.
interest. First thing is interest. If you are interested in IT, and it doesn't matter. You don't have to have a college degree in IT. You can switch. What matters is the interest. I have my first degree in computer science, so I had the knowledge already. But I know for me to be able to plug in here, I need to learn a lot of things. So I created that interest. Then there are boot camps out there, a lot of them. So I registered, I
You
enrolled
can
in one.
mention a few of them. We don't
I enrolled in an FLA class.
FL.
What's the full meaning? I forgot. What's the full meaning of that FLA? First, I can't remember. It's FLA class. So I registered 6 months. Rigorous training. It was a rigorous training because you need to learn a lot of things.
Or online?
No, it's online. You sit at home, face the camera, and learn. So you learn. You do a lot of projects. You do analysis, a lot of stuff. So a lot of us got in. Not all of us graduated.
Wow.
Yes, that's another problem. So, but if you have the interest and you are focused, a lot of us in the middle, they say, oh my God, this thing is too hard. This is too hard. They dropped out. So very few of us graduated. And then when we graduated there's no certificate, so to say, because it's just a boot camp. What you do certifications, you do a lot of certification. I did CISA, I did CSM, I did PSM, I did SAFE, I did all those certifications together. It will give you the opportunity to learn new things, what you don't know before.
And those certification you mentioned, they are all online.
They are all online. You don't have to go into class.
It's not like you're going to class.
No, everything is online. You do it online. All you need is a computer that has a camera, a computer that is good enough, that has a webcam, good internet. Then you are good to go.
Wow.
You are good to go.
Wow.
So that's it.
So all that after you really acquire all those certification, you just put it in, and one way or the other, a job comes in and you start.
Yes, when like I always, the interest is very important.
Yes.
So the boot camp is important. You learn the new things. Then you put your resume together. You need to put your resume together and get ready to defend yourself. Get ready to defend what you have on your resume. Get ready to defend all the things that you listed on your resume, because you're going to face someone, you're going to defend it. So you should be able to defend what you have on your resume. So, because nobody's going to give you a job if you don't know what you are doing. So I want to employ you. You should be able to convince me to employ you. So it has to do with the interest, the boot camp, put your resume together, be able to defend it, be able to speak to your resume. Very
because
important.
I really like a work from home because mostly it's very good for ladies or mothers.
Yes, very good for ladies.
You have time to put your kids at school. You have time to do some things. You're flexible, kind of.
Yeah,
and
sure.
That also go a long way to raise children. Like if you're a family person, not only men. So most time I really admire the work from home, but if there is chance, sometimes we also need to exercise ourselves. You can look for a side gig, just like you said, that sometimes if you feel like you want to move left and right, you can
Yeah,
just go out
stretch your legs.
and work on your
Yeah,
side,
sure.
which is good. But I will still go a little bit to. You say you did a Scrum Master.
Yeah.
I don't know if you don't mind, if you can share with us, like all this certification put together. How much does it, like, do you need to
It's
get it
not.
one after the other? Then do you have to get all those certifications that you mentioned before you can get a job, or you can just go, like, just for example, okay, just one certification, even if you are not on the line of computer right from time,
Yeah.
you don't have obviously everyone has a basic
Background. Yeah. Everyone has a
on
background. Yeah,
computer
sure.
right now, like in
Of
this
course, in the
world,
US, sure.
in this our world right now.
Yeah.
I would say only even mostly, I'll say, let's say from 55 or 60 below have knowledge about
Computer. Sure.
now. So
Of course.
so if you have a basic on computer, that means you can. Do you need all those certifications to start working in what you do now in Scrum Master, or you just need just one to start? Just for example, they said a computer analyst, you can just do a course on it and just. So what is your advice?
Yeah,
or what do you think people
my
can?
recommendations for if you have computer background, like for me, it was a little
For
bit
example, if you
easier.
don't have a
If you don't have any background in computer science or technology, you can switch. As long as you are interested, you can switch. All these things is something you can learn. As long as you know how to use computer. One thing is to study computer science in school. Another thing is to know how to use computer.
How to use it.
So how to
defend yourself.
how to move around on the computer. If they give you a laptop like this, how to move around, you should be able to move around. You can learn that one too. If you don't know anything about it, just like as long as you can use your phone. When you use your phone, you can move from one. You can learn it.
Do it often.
You do it often. You do it every time you learn it. Then you can do it. So the certifications aspect. Certifications are important. Some employers may not require you to have certifications. Some will require that you have certification. Some will be specific on the type of certification you should have, because there are different employers and there are different types of technology they are into. Like where I work, what you need a particular certification for you to be able to get a job there. So others may not need that certifications. So, but they want to be sure that you know what you are doing. They want to be sure that you're able to do the job, because let me tell you something. If you're able to get the job and you are unable to perform on the job, then you know what to expect.
Yes.
I don't need to say more than that.
Yes.
Of course. So certification is good. The background is good, but you need to be able to do what you said you can do.
Of course.
What you profess you can do, you should be able to do it.
course.
So if you're unable to do it, either you have background or you don't have background. If you're unable to do what you profess you can do, then you should expect what, I don't want to speak too much. So that is it.
Okay. So I know I asked this question, but maybe you forgot to go into
Okay, like, remind me.
What like how much, like what?
Oh, the cost.
You just want to. You are new in the US. You have all that it takes to, and you want to put one or two certifications together. And obviously you already worked somewhere before you come.
Yeah.
Because we have people like that. They don't even know what to do yet.
Yes, that's correct.
They don't know. They are really like, should I go into nursing? Should I go into this? Should I go into that? IT. And some, and you are a man, you might not know that much about it, but there are so many challenges women face, most especially when they have little kids in the US.
Yes, a lot of challenges.
A lot.
Yeah, sure.
So if you have a job that you can do at the comfort of your home, quickly drop your kids at school, come back, and the ones that are still little that you don't have to pay daycare,
you'll be able to take care of them.
Daycare.
Yeah.
You can just stay at home and make your doughs and your cash.
Yes.
So how much do they need to
certification
to get
is
those
not
certification and get a job?
Certification is not expensive. So even the bootcamp is not expensive. The first bootcamp I attended in this country was actually free. So there are some bootcamp out there that are free. There are some that you pay as little as 200. Certification, there are some certification you pay as little as $50. There are some that you pay like 150. There are some you pay like 500. So there are some you pay about 1,000. I don't think anyone is more than 1,000. And like at least all the one I've done,
Can you imagine?
they are all less than 1,000.
Even
So
to do a nurse, you need a lot of money.
a lot of money. But you need, because you are coming into a new environment, into a new discipline. So you need more time to study, more time to learn and learn and learn and learn. Be consistent, learn. Even when you get a certification, you still need to learn the job. Practical experience is very important. Hands-on is very important. So
YouTube.
Yes, YouTube. Most of those hands-on, you may not be able to get them on YouTube because the instructors, those that do, they don't put everything on the YouTube. So because everybody is unique. Like if you all gather to learn something, what the question you'll be asking might be different from the question I'll be asking because we came from different background. So that's why YouTube may not be able to help you all the way. But if you enroll in the boot camp, you'll be able to speak with your instructor one-on-one. So you'll be able to address your unique questions. So I recommend boot camp. I recommend training. I recommend certifications. Those things are not expensive.
Those boot camp and those training, those certification, how can you access it? Is there a link that you can share with us?
There's a link.
You don't mind, you can share with us. We'll put it on the comment section, and you can mention their name. Maybe some company that do organize that boot camp.
Yes, like I mentioned FLA. I mentioned FLA. I mentioned what's the name of the second one? Tutor Connect. Those are the two I attended, Tutor Connect and FLA. So I can give you the link so you can put it in the comment section. Okay. So anybody that is interested, you can register. So like I said, some bootcamp are free, some you have to pay. But even those ones that you have to pay, there is, this country make everything easy. You can draw a payment plan. You can pay instrumentally. So it's not, and still achieve your goal. So it's not that you have to pay at once. So you pay instrumentally, and then before you know it, you finish paying, and then you move on from there.
Wow, which is interesting. Thank you for that. I know that we're going to learn a lot from you. That's one of the reasons I said we need you to come. We really appreciate this. Thank you so much for that info, and I will put all those necessary links and information on the comment section. Kindly look into it. I know so many people are stuck in some areas, like I said earlier, like is a man, I'm a woman. I know sometimes the responsibility of taking kids to school, if you have little ones coming to the US,
it's not easy.
Then
it's not easy.
You cannot work. You can only, like, your kind of job is restricted time limit, because you cannot even leave kids at home here in this country.
No.
Like, I think you can only leave from 14 years old and
14,
above. So it's a lot, and if you want to put them somewhere, you're going to be paying.
It's not free. Nobody's going to do for free. Nobody.
It's not free. If you even have some grandmas, you put kids,
you have to pay them.
You have to pay them.
Yes.
It's not free. So because really everyone is here to make money.
Yeah.
So there's no free.
Nothing is free.
Considering Moscow, considering America.
Nothing is absolutely free.
So obviously everyone has to pay. So this is a good job for ladies, for women, or nursing mothers, that it can put their hands on and start making money right from their home at the comfort of their home. You just need to learn, and like he said now, you don't need too much thousands.
You don't need too much thousands.
Like sometimes we believe that it's a lot I'm going to spend. Maybe they're going to charge me. It's a lot. So if you don't see yourself into health worker, there are so many things. You might even be a science person right from Nigeria, biochemistry, microbiology, doctor, nursing. I'm still bringing maybe our next guest will be a nurse right from Nigeria. So you know that there are so many things you can learn. There are so many ways you can navigate yourself right here in America.
Yeah.
You don't have to start all over again.
No,
like
you don't.
Some people used to believe you don't have to start all over again, and that your dream, that your goal, you can still achieve it right here.
Correct.
When you get to America.
Correct.
Ọ̀lẹ́nìkan la yóò gbà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ o.
Ọ̀lẹ́nìkan la yóò gbà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ o.
You can do exploits. You can do so many things. Thank you, Mr. Ayo, for coming today, and that advice, it goes a long way.
Thank
we
you.
Really appreciate
Thank you.
And if you have maybe a tip, an encouragement
for people out there.
For our people out there.
Yes, let me throw out this one. To change is always difficult. Change is not easy. As a matter of fact, one thing that is constant in life is change. But as human, we find it difficult to change. If you want to change your line of work into IT, of course, you need to know that I need to face some maybe a little bit of challenges. It's not going to be rosy like that.
Yes.
You need to be focused because, like Yoruba will say, so you need to be focused. Be focused.
Yeah.
Have interest. If you have interest from the onset, that will give you the energy and the strength to skate through. So if you don't have the interest, you get into the middle, you can be discouraged. So, but if you have the interest and you are focused, you can get it. Let me give you an example. Last couple of months ago, a grandpa, having worked in Nigeria and retired, he worked in Nigeria 35 years.
Wow.
He moved into the country with his children.
Wow.
So at 70, he got a job as a Scrum Master. Now, as I'm speaking to you, he's earning 6 figures.
Wow.
It's not a joke. It's somebody that I know. So age is not a barrier. Your background is not a barrier. Your height is not a barrier. Your complexion is not a barrier.
Yes,
your accent is not even a barrier.
It's not even a barrier.
So the barrier is you.
It's you
so
yourself.
that's it. That's
it's
it.
You yourself. It's you yourself. And I want to believe what is worth doing at all.
It's worth doing well.
Worth doing well.
Yeah.
And when you have a focus, that means you already set a goal ahead of you.
For you, yeah.
And what should be at the back of your mind is how to achieve that.
How to achieve it.
Yes, tough time will come.
Challenges will come.
Yes, they say that, and it's true. Tough time will come, but tough time never lasts.
Never lasts.
It never lasts. So just forge ahead. Don't give up. Yeah. Yes, one way is not working. Another one can work.
Of course.
And a closed mouth is a closed destiny.
Sure.
That's one of the purpose of this program or of this podcast, because we know that there are so many things we talk between ourselves, that we gist about between ourselves, that should be out there for people to learn.
I want to encourage everyone to watch GCT. GCT, you can learn a lot from this channel. You can learn about background, how people migrate. Click the notification button so that whenever a new episode is released, you can be notified.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Ayo, for today. But I just want you to give, I want this advice in particular to direct to you're a man, and also sorry for that. Sorry for that adage, but it's just sometimes when a woman is talking to a woman, sometimes we listen better than when a man is talking to a man. They kind to be like we are in the same phase. We understand ourselves better than a woman giving me the advice or a man. So what are your advice specifically to her men?
Our men in our community. I want to advise our men, especially those that have first degree back home. Some of them have second degrees back home, and you are doing majorly right here. I want to advise you can do IT, you can switch your career. You don't have to be driving from morning to evening. I know a lot of people have passion for it, a lot of people like it, but you can do it like side gig, have a major source of income, then have that one on the side, maybe in weekend or in the evenings or on holidays. You can do that. It is not difficult. All you need to do is to create interest, then set a goal for yourself, pursue the goal, write down the goal. Bible says write down the goals, write it down, pursue it one after the other. Step 1, step 2, step 3. It is doable. If a man of 70 years old who have worked in Nigeria and retired, he has worked in 35 years in Nigeria, retired, came down to the US, attended a boot camp, now he's a scrum master. So what is your excuse? You don't have any excuse. Driving from morning till night, it hurts the back. It hurts your back. Please. It's just my own way of saying, please. It's just my own way of recommendations for our men out there.
You can do it. You can do it. You don't have to be stuck in one place. It is where. So, Mr. I know you do something else aside from your job.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm a licensed financial professional.
Yes. I forgot to ask that.
In a layman language, we say we sell insurance. So it's an insurance that has some level of savings. So it's like insurance, life insurance plus investment. So I do that on the side. Maybe in the evenings when I'm less busy, I just do that. And that one is bringing small thing into the purse. So I do that. That's
not bad. Thank you for that. We'll still bring someone on that topic to talk to us about how to invest on ourselves for the future's sake. To, sometimes when you have something to fall back on, it will not even be difficult to fall. You just fall and relax. When there's a big cushion behind you, you can relax and sit down. But when there is nothing, you know that you are falling on.
You don't have something to hold back to.
You just fall on.
You will fall on the flat.
You fall flat totally. So we're still going to bring someone to talk to us in detail on how to invest, even coming from Nigeria, coming from Africa, coming from any part of the world to another country, most especially here in the US, how you can plan for the future. We're still bringing that. But that's Mr. Your side gig, which is good. I love that. Thank you for coming to the show today. Thank you. Game fast. So, to honor my guest, go first.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, ready? Let's go.
Something that enhance what you're doing. Like you are doing something, that thing will enhance it.
Knowledge.
Not knowledge. Something it has to do with like technology.
Computer.
No, something that will enhance it. Enhance what you are doing.
Certificate.
Not that line.
Learning.
No, okay. Let me.
Tutorial.
You are doing something, then you want to enhance it. You want to make it look better.
You package yourself.
Close to it, but not exactly.
Presentation.
You are going away now.
I'm going away.
Something.
My time is almost up.
You think, okay, this is good. Then you want to do something to make it look better. There's a name they call it in tech. Okay. Hey, call a friend.
A packaging. I don't have a friend to call on the show today. No lifeline.
Okay, let me call down. It has to do with
my time is over.
Time is over.
So yes.
Filter.
Filter. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's something in this country they usually do very close to Thanksgiving period. It's very close to November. It's everywhere. You see people decorating their house.
I remember, but I don't know. I forgot the name.
You have to remember the name. So your time starts now.
I remember that event, but I can't remember.
It's in our in let's say from the part of the world we are from.
Costume. I forgot the name.
You have to say the name, Gongo. We usually look at it as something else. What's it like?
I know what you're talking about. It's in October.
October. It's very close to Thanksgiving period. You have to say it. Your time is going. Remember, let me help you. The name starts with H.
Halloween.
Okay, Halloween. Good. I don't want my guests to. Okay, there's another thing. You say I have time. So, there's something. If I finish this show now, I used to put it somewhere. Apart from the regular where you watch a full episode. Where
storage.
No, I'll put it. It's
cloud.
It's a social media thing too.
Social media.
Aside from YouTube.
Social media. OneDrive.
That I will just do a small clip and put it on that.
Reels.
No, what's the name there?
Face,
No. Reels, like on that platform. What's the name of the platform?
Instagram.
Your time is gone. It's Instagram, though.
Oh my god.
Okay, now my turn. You can go. We just have one more to go.
Let me look for the one.
But at least you got one.
Okay. Let me look at the one that we.
Anyone that you think you can describe, that's fine.
Okay, somebody that is in the air and they want to come down without descending with the plane. So what do you use?
A
You're in the air?
parachute.
Parachute. Yeah, you got it right. That was very simple.
Oh, I've not even
Let's
said.
see. Hmm. What is that thing that we used to put? If you want to put two things together, two small things, you want to put them together. What is that thing that you can use to
Gum.
put them together?
Nail.
Not gum, not nail.
Nail. A full stick.
Not a whole stick. I don't want it to be sticky together. Just put them together without sticky. I don't want
A tape.
No, tape.
You don't want it to be.
I don't want it to be sticky.
Put them together. You just want to
Just put them
arrange.
together. Yes.
A Lego.
No.
You want to key them together.
You.
A Lego.
Okay, you use that thing around those two things to put them together.
A tape.
Tape will be sticky.
Oh, okay. A rope.
A rope, you got it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so this one is very easy. You should get it.
I think it's my turn.
Okay. All right, let's see.
I got one.
I
Okay.
think I got out of it with a lot of hints.
Okay, you have a. Sorry. Let's start like this. We are done now. Okay, you are driving and somebody is about to cross the road in front of you, and you quickly want to let the person know that don't cross. You are driving, you want to let the person know that maybe the person is not aware. Good.
That's very easy.
Yeah, that's very
But
easy.
here we don't do that.
But in case you have that situation, you will.
Yeah.
You will. Okay, let's go. Another one is that if you want to check, like now I want to check something. What is this that I'm doing?
I'm checking the time.
Okay, no, not. If I want to look at, there is this on the wall. What will I?
You look.
What is it? That round thing that you check time from called? Clock. Yeah, that's what I want to hear. Okay, let me just do this last one. Okay, you want to, okay, things that we hang on the wall. What's it called?
Deco.
No, another name.
Painting.
No, you hang it on the wall.
We hang clock. We hang photos.
What's other word you call photo apart from photo, like
Frames.
those?
Frames.
Yes, frames. Thank you. Thank you. Good job. Thank you. Now we come to the end of the show. Thank you for coming today, and we appreciate your time. I know you're busy, and I want to say thank you once again. Thank you. Okay, we come to the end of the show today. Thank you for watching, and I want to tell you, please subscribe, like, comment. Let's see your view. We want to hear your view, so you can put your comments on the comment section, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.